Hey everyone, welcome back. We have more of a freestyle podcast today. We're just going to talk about, some stuff that we've been playing news-wise. It was a little quiet. I mean, it was Saitora Iwata's passing, his 10th anniversary of his passing. It's crazy to think like how long that's already been. There was some stuff with Astrobot finally got Sephiroth and Cloud, which was great that they finally added that in. But yeah, a little bit of a slow news week. But what have you been playing? What have you been up to?
Uh, not. That's pretty much the basics. I've been working. Marvel Rivals season 3 just started, so I'm going to be grinding that. I didn't even finish the last battle pass. I can still. What's good is you could go back to it, but even though it looks like you have to unlock stuff again, even though you own it, I don't know. I'll figure it out. But yeah, I didn't get to finish that battle pass, and I'm almost done with the Dead by Daylight one. And then yeah, that's the problem with these live service games, man. Is because and then Hearthstone, right? Hearthstone's new expansion just came out, so I've been putting new videos for that. So it's hard to have all these different games that require a lot of not a lot of attention. They're easy to grind, but you just have to remember to do it. So other than that, pretty much it. Oh, Cranberry and I and Caden, we've been playing some Mario Kart, and she gives you a hard time, man. She says, "Yo, wow, you guys do much better than Jarrod has." So I guess you suck at Mario Kart according to her.
I haven't even played Mario Kart, so I don't know.
Well, she says you did play with her once, right?
No, I haven't played.
No? I wonder what she was talking about.
I have no idea. I've played. The only thing I've done in Mario Kart is I played the very first Grand Prix, and that was pretty much it. Because then Steven was like, "Oh, we got to play Fantasy Life," and then pretty much that's all I've been playing.
Oh yeah, I mean, thinking of Fantasy Life, that's you bring that up. That is a game that's been selling extremely well on the Switch and up to I don't know about Switch 1, but at least Switch 2. And that's good to see because I hear the game, like you said, you praise it. I've
fun.
been curious about
it's fun, but like for me, I'm gonna slowly get out now because like I've beat the game and now it's all like grinding.
How's long? Yeah, I'm not sure. How long is the actual game itself?
To do all the that's a good question. Probably like I don't know, 50 hours, something like that.
That's not that bad. Cranberry's over 70. She said.
Yeah, because it all depends on if you want to do like all the quests, If you want to do all of that, then you're looking at like 120, 130. I've basically gotten all of the classes with all the crafting classes and harvesting classes to hero, which is the highest rank you can get them to. But for me now I'm kind of like, okay, well, Donkey Kong comes out on Thursday.
Yeah,
and that's that's
good
my
thing about you, Jarrod, though, is you kind of keep on top of your backlog. Mine, I just keeps growing. Because I tell you, like this summer, matter of fact, let me tell you, what did I just? Oh, by the way, guys, make sure you pick up Field of Glory 2 Medieval and Battlestar Galactica Deadlock are 100% free on Steam. That's just a couple. Steam's giving a lot of free games right now. You like strategy games, make sure you pick that up. They're really good games. So I've recently bought Showgunners and the Old World. I love the Civilization type games. So I got those on massive sales. I tried a demo of a really cool game. Actually, I think you would love it. It's made by God, yeah, it's Chip and Claw versus the Brainioids, which is a very cartoony type visuals. It's action game with strategy, so it's kind of like like Pikmin, except for it's not like Pikmin. You have to like send your little droids, your shooters, and your miners and go do things, but you don't have like direct. You can pin them to like rally, but that's only a real comparison I would give to Pikmin. Pikmin is a lot more direct control. So it's a mixture of action, kind of like RPG type game with the simulation. It's made by the guy who made XCOM. So really, really good. Definitely, I don't know if it's going to be on consoles, but it's a really good game. They have a demo, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's definitely a game I'm going to enjoy. It's a single player game. It is player versus player. So I guess you get to, and co-op. So there's a bunch of things going on with it. It's something you guys could look forward to in the future. But yeah, it's get those free games when you can.
Yeah, I agree with
Because
that. If you can if you can get your hands on some free games, why the heck not?
yep. And other news outside of gaming, Superman, the new movie, has already grossed 96 million globally. So it looks like Warner Brothers has a huge hit on their hands, and that's good because they really need this DCU to take off. And I know Jarrod's seen. I'm going to be seeing it tonight. So next week I'll have my impressions, but no spoilers, Jarrod. What's your honest take?
Yeah, so I mean, I've been saying it to everyone. It's it's essentially a live action cartoon. So if you enjoyed what was it? Was it The Adventures of Superman? What was the one that was done in the same style as Batman the animated series? What was the Superman one called?
Oh,
Anyway, you know what I'm talking
shit.
about. But
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
so that like
Which
if
is fine because not every movie has to be this dark, gritty,
well
the end
that's
of the
yeah
world,
so exactly so that was my that's kind of my take. I really enjoyed it as like be like it's different. It's not like it's not realistic like whatsoever, but that's the
Oh,
point,
I mean,
right?
what comic book movie
No,
is,
but
right?
they
That's what's
try
crap
to
about them.
be, right? Like they try to be
Oh,
like
yeah.
hyper realistic and gritty and all of this, whereas this truly feels like a Saturday morning cartoon. Like
Oh, okay, that's not
it's
bad.
like there's, I'm not spoiling, but like you'll have serious conversations, and in the background there's like an intergalactic war going on, sort of
Funny.
thing,
That's
which
funny.
is which
And
is
I hear
exactly like a cartoon.
that's awesome. And I hear Guy Gardner steals the show too. He's really good in it.
Actually,
So
Mr. Terrific steals the show.
does he?
Yeah,
Interesting. Which
yeah.
is James Gunn is considering making him have a spin-off series, so that'd be kind of good. I guess their goal is to have two live action movies a year, TV show, and then animated. So that's
Okay,
great
but
that they're not going to
they just
give up on animated.
don't milk everything, because that's what killed Marvel. Is like
Yeah, they have to be
don't
careful. With
yeah,
that.
because
Yeah.
like if you oversaturate the market, it's ridiculous. But no, I honestly like my expectations were so low, like so low
Not a true fantasy.
that I was
Now I
like,
understand because
like
yeah, the Marvel movies lately have been utter crap. Now maybe they could redeem themselves with this Doom shit, but we'll
oh
see.
no, I don't think
I don't
so.
know.
Personally, I don't think so. I think it's like they need to let everything just go. Like
And maybe
let
they
it
need to do
sit
more.
for a bit.
Yeah, exactly. Another thing too is the Galaxy Guardian, the Galaxy. Reason that those were kind of fun. They were kind of reminding what you're saying, like a cartoon. It was very lighthearted. Yeah, it had serious overtones, but at the end of the day, it was a funny kind of charming type movie. I think that's what Marvel needs to do more of, man. They focus on everything being end days and the end of the world's like bullshit. You have fun with your movies.
Yeah.
And
So
I think
tell
people
me,
get exhausted with that.
tell me what
So,
you think, because like
yeah, I will,
it's just it's
definitely
the I hope like Ahmed went to see it and he was like, oh, you're bang on. Like that's what it is. It's like a cartoon.
And I'm a big
like,
Superman fan, so I'll be a little bit more forgiving than you guys probably will. That's why I always go see. I've always, I never liked. I used to read comics, and I used to always love DC over Marvel. There's some Marvel stuff. The problem with Marvel on comics, I don't know if it's changed. Any readers of today might correct me. I don't know if it still is. DC used to be a lot more story focused, a lot slower driven comic stories. I remember when I used to read the comic books for Marvel. You have a little blip of page, a little dialogue, and 1, 2, 3 pages of nothing but battles, and I'm like, oh god, man, it just doesn't work with comics because yeah, you're supposed to picture it in your head and you see the visuals, but now it's like, okay, that's enough of that. Let's get to the story. And yeah, Marvel was very much action oriented, and you could tell that with their movies, right? I mean, obviously DC movies have a lot of action too, but yeah, that's what I always liked about DC was a lot more story driven. Vertigo imprint that unfortunately is not around was heavily story,
Vertigo
unique
was
characters.
awesome.
It was great. I wish they would have kept it, but yeah. So I never liked Marvel. I mean, Marvel has some iconic characters, of course, and they had some story-driven
like
series.
for me,
but for the most part, it
like,
was just
like I've always,
it was just
like
you were
Spidey.
Spider-Man, but
Yeah, exactly. Spidey was like my main, but I haven't checked out any comics in ages, man. So I have no idea. But anyway, I'm very curious to hear what you think next week. But I do think this is going to resonate with a lot of people because it is cartoony. Like
Yeah.
it's not like grounded in like hyper realism and all of that. And I'm okay with that. Like it's nice to go to a movie and just escape. Like so anyway, so that was really cool. Like I said, like for me in terms of like playing Fantasy Life. I mean, I played a little bit of Monster Hunter, but I'm coming to the end, I think, of Monster Hunter now, where it's taking too long to release new content, and when they do release the content, I don't like what they just did. I love the battles. They did two.
Because they did a
No, they
did
did
a good
two
job
great. They did two great battles. But what I don't like is they decreased the drop rate of rare materials. I am not battling a monster 150 times to make one chess piece.
Yeah,
Like
and
I'm
that's
not
see,
doing
that's
that.
the issue. That's the issue. What I mean, I enjoy the Monster Hunter series overall, but that's the biggest issue I have with it. It's just like it's a grindy game, kind of similar to like MMOs, where you just grind. But at least with an MMO or a live service game, you always have continuous updates for years, so you know that progress is not wasted. Here, you're gonna grind it for what? Kill the monster 10, 20, 30 seconds faster, and then bam, it's in a couple years you buy a completely new title and start over again. So
Yeah,
I don't know,
mind.
man.
That doesn't bug
I don't
me.
like that.
What bugged me was just like they had it at a sweet spot with the like before this title update too, and now I'm just like, why the hell did you do that? Like, I don't want to fight like a monster 40 times before I can make one thing.
Well,
yeah, so that really
hardcore-
turned me off. That
well,
really
you
turned
know,
me
it's
off.
funny because the hardcore fans didn't like how World and Rise and some of these got too easy. They love the grind, but you know those are
Yeah,
very
but there's a
vocal few.
difference. So there's a difference between difficulty and grinding.
Oh, yeah.
Like these
people forget
battles,
that.
dude. These battles are tough. If you play them on the 8-star ranking, like they are one shot. They'll one shot you. But like, I'm not gonna do a battle like that where you're learning all the strategy and all of this 40 times. Like, are you crazy?
It's like,
I'm
yeah, that's
not-
why I told you
like-
I stopped liking the Diablo series, man. Because first Diablo's stories have been sucking ever since 2. I thought 3's was trash, and then I didn't even bother with. Even though I have it on Game Pass, I could. I might just check it out for all sakes.
Four launched very well, but
Okay.
I've never. Well, we've talked about this before. I'm not a fan of that type of season, like where
my
they
friend stopped,
dramatically
we
change
grew
the
up on-
gameplay.
yeah,
like
we grew up on Diablo. He hates this whole season thing where you put your character.
Yeah,
He says
exactly.
it's the stupidest shit
Yeah.
because it's lazy man's content because they're not releasing enough content to keep you busy. And they just, it's like, that's why I don't like roguelites, because roguelites, another, I know there's a lot of fans that love it and they're popular, but that's another lazy man's content. Well, don't worry, every run's different, but it's lazy because it's not, the games don't have enough content to keep people playing, but they do this loop of, well, guess where are you going to get this loop? Or what passives are you going to get, skills are you going to get this loop? How are you going to have to adapt to, crap.
Okay, well, now that rant is over, no. So I mean, I was a little sad. Like Pegasus and I tried it out, and good battles, like really good battles. But then, I started to play a little bit more, and I'm like, what is going on here? Why can't I build any new armor? And I looked up online, and people are freaking out over the drop rates, where they're like, this is absurd, like less than 1%, and you need 6 of them. And it's like, okay, like, guys, what are you doing? So I have a feeling that is going to be it for me, for now anyway. I've got Donkey Kong. Fallout is my usual one that I go to. I made it to the first bonus page, was the only one I really care about. So just grinding out the points.
How's the fishing, man?
Like, yeah,
Like
I've done. I've done almost everything you can do with the fishing. They add, like little things here and there, like new challenges and stuff. And when I say grinding, I'm talking about the points. So like, if you do your dailies, you get like, a couple thousand points. If you do your weeklies, you get like 12,000 points, and you need those points to level up your rank, and then your rank unlocks tickets. You use those tickets to purchase the like the goodies. So I've got about 6 goodies left for the season. but
Yeah,
it's
it's kind of
but it's the bonus page, meaning that each
that's good.
one is about like 200 tickets. Like, so I'll be at this for a while. What scares me is just that this season, in theory, should finish in September, but the roadmap was only till July. So
Hmm.
what is happening in August? Because I'm kind of like, I don't want them to surprise me because I purposely haven't been grinding, right? I've just been doing my dailies and my weeklies, and that's it, because I've been playing Fantasy Life and about to play Donkey Kong. And I'm like, you better not, because there's no way, like, I'm at like rank 150 or something like that. So like there's no way to like circumvent the system to buy tickets. You can't do that. You have to actually like earn them. So I'm just like, I was counting on September, guys. Don't screw me over. But I did want to let you guys know that the creative director of, I think it was the creative director of Fallout 76, said that later this year they will be releasing the largest update that has ever hit Fallout 76. And there's clues online of what they're doing. So there was a bridge that would have gone from West Virginia to Ohio. And in the main game right now, if you go through that bridge, it just basically takes you to a dead end, and that's the end of it. But now I think the interloper is taking over. It's like this tree creature thingy, and there's like all these vines that now grow over the bridge, and the dead end is gone. And you see all these like logs and stuff like that. There's like a workforce on the bridge that are slowly building the bridge in the public test server. So all of us are like, oh
Yeah, it's
man,
that's good that they're still support the game, man. I've
yeah,
never had
well,
a rocky start,
there's
so
a reason the second season of Fallout TV show hits. I think it's December, which is right when the next patch. There's one. There's always in. It's like March, June, September, December. Like it's always around there. So the September one, I'm sure, is going to be like a just like a smaller update, maybe, I don't know what, but whatever. But I think December, I think they're gonna blow it like out of the water, specifically because if you remember when season one came out, the sales of that game skyrocketed, and like its Steam usage went through the roof and stuff like that. So Bethesda knows they can't possibly make a new Fallout game like anytime soon. This is a perfect compromise, right? Like if you're a new player coming into Fallout 76, it's really good. Like it's really really good right now. So anyway, so I'm really looking forward to that. Like
yeah.
that's going to be pretty cool.
We'll have
And
both of us will have impressions, by the way, next week of
of Donkey Kong.
yeah, Donkey Kong, which would be great.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's good to see them
that's going to be
still
good.
support Fallout 2. Yeah, but Donkey Kong's gonna be interesting because everyone's saying it's I guess there's demos of it. You could go to like Best
Yeah.
Buy or Target right
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
but screw it, I'm not gonna bother.
No, me neither.
But
Like
yeah, because those type of games you don't need demos. I'm gonna say demos are great for games you're on the fence of or you're not sure about. You're like, well, that's a cool concept. Get the demo. Even though some demos are bad first impressions, some companies have to get better about that. But anyways, thinking of stuff development, Camelot Software is currently in late state development work on a new game. Their last game was Mario Golf Super Rush, released in 2021 for Switch. So I wonder what it's going to be. Is it going to be a Mario Sports game? Another Mario Golf game? Maybe. They usually release a golf game every new hardware, so it's possible that it's that. We don't even know if it's for the Switch 2 or, well, there'll be a Switch 2 edition no matter what, or a Switch. So
yeah, I don't know,
I
man.
don't know. What do you think?
Well, I mean,
Could it be a Golden Sun?
it doesn't like for me these like you guys know like for me this is a developer that I would love to have spoken to like the higher ups of Camelot, because if you guys recall, Camelot was originally was before Camelot. It was Sonic Planning Software, I think is what they were called. They were a Sega studio, and they broke off from Sega after the collapse of the Saturn. But if you remember, like these are the guys behind the Shining Force
Oh,
series,
dude, so
Shining,
many great
the
RPGs.
Holy Ark, and stuff like that. And Golden Sun, the minute I booted Golden Sun, I got goosebumps all over my arms because the sound effects, not all of them, but some of them are ripped directly from Shining the Holy Ark and like those series. And I was like, man, this is so like you can tell it's the same graphic style, same everything. And I would love to find out not what happened because that implies something's wrong. It's not that something's wrong, but I never understood why they went from basically Fire Emblem's number one competitor, as well as Shining in the Darkness and Shining the Holy Ark. How did you go from that to sports games constantly? Like, I don't
Yeah, it's
get
almost like
that.
Nintendo's not allowing them to have any freedom, right?
Well,
Which is
not, yeah,
probably the case.
yeah, that's a huge assumption on our part, right? Like we have no idea.
That's
It's
true.
entirely possible that they never wanted to make those types of games, and Sega was forcing them to do it at the time, right?
Ah,
Like,
that's
but
true.
I would love to see Camelot do something in the strategy RPG or RPG genre. I would love that, man. I would love that.
Yeah,
And
no, I I would.
I'm just gonna say, like, guys, behind me, Nintendo has their. I don't know if it's a summer sale or whatever. It ends, I think, next week or maybe even this week. So you might want to check it out. But like a bunch of these are on sale. So like you can buy Dragon Quest 11 for like $20, like or
Oh,
15 bucks or something like that, like somewhere around there. And even the game, this one is like 25% off, I think it is, which is really good if you want to like play Dragon Quest 3, the HD 2D remake. And I will let you guys know that I've been reading, I forget where this came from, but I don't know if it was on the Square Enix website or whatever, but they basically say if you have a save file for Dragon Quest 3, you will unlock stuff in Dragon Quest 1 and 2. But what I'm trying to find, and I can't find confirmation, and now since every damn search engine is AI, the problem is that it's not true. This is the problem with AI agents, right? Like they scrub the internet, so if anyone ever wrote a story and they scrub that internet, it's gospel, and they'll just tell you the truth. Their truth. But what I can't find is it a generic save file or is it a completed save file? I've seen both
oh,
online and I haven't been able to corroborate what's like if that's accurate or not because I originally played the Dragon Quest 3 2D HD remake on my PlayStation because I wanted to get the Platinum Trophy. But now that Steven is playing games again,
I know, right?
he's gonna drive me bonkers when this side gets released, which means I'm gonna have no choice but to play it on the Switch too. But if I play it on the Switch too, I need to know, do I need to go back and finish this bad boy again? Because I yesterday I created the perfect party is what I call it. It's just Jarrod thing. It's so you're in it. I put you. So I've got Timothy, I've got Steven and Cranberry. That's my team.
Oh, wow, that's so
And
funny.
I made you guys like with the top personalities that you can have for each one of the classes that you get. So if you don't know this, if failure to get a good personality on a class will have long stretching ramifications for the way you level. So for example, like if you do like Vamp. So Vamp is an exclusive starting character personality for the female version of the hero. So if you do things correctly in the little micro prologue, You can basically get incredible stat bonuses by the time you reach level 50 and stuff like that. So just saying, just putting it out there for anyone that might purchase the game because it's on sale now. Just do a little Google search on that, and you'll find out like what personality. Do not leave that to chance. Trust me, because your HP, your MP, your base stats, like yeah, exactly. Like, and it's the game doesn't tell you. It's meant to be a surprise, but I'm telling you, like, if you really want to get into the game, like, it's important to know about this. I pre-ordered the collector's edition of Dragon Quest 1 and 2. I wasn't originally going to do that, but I went through on my Switch 2 yesterday. I had like a Dragon Quest sort of, I don't know, like resurgence, if you will, on my system. No, just on the system. So I went through and I was like, okay, how many of these games do I actually own digitally? Right? Because most of them I have the cartridge because I've told you guys in the past I didn't trust Nintendo about moving things forward, yada, yada, yada. Anyway.
And you imported too, remember? You used to buy both
of course.
versions.
Yeah. So because of that, the first game I wanted to check out was Dragon Quest X Offline. So I put in like 110 hours into that game. Totally mastered it. Did everything, leveled up every class, did the whole thing. And what I never did was V2. So I bought the Deluxe Supreme Omega Edition of Dragon Quest Offline 1 and 2, like V1 and V2. And the way that it was sold was that, okay, well, if you buy this, it includes a digital voucher to update the game to V2. Cool. But I never updated the game. So I did yesterday. Went in, updated the game, and I was like, okay, cool. And it really is V2. Like, it's weird to play an expansion to an MMO, but offline. Like, it's a little weird. So that was really cool. Then I built the team for you guys, right, of Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D Remake, which is really funny to have Steven and Timothy, and you're always arguing with each other, which is really funny.
That's so funny.
But then I said, you know what? Damn it. I'm going to do it. And this, I need your help. So, Tim, I actually need your help with this. So,
what happened?
I'll explain. You've worked in what, the tech industry for how long now?
Oh, for a long time.
Okay, he doesn't want to tell you his age.
At least
no, I'm just kidding.
20 years.
I am sure you know folks who are hardcore tech people.
Oh yeah.
Okay, good. Because
you're talking about like they follow the latest trend in hardware and all that kind of stuff.
Well, it's just people who are actually like just know stuff about tech. Me, I have two different.
I'm surprised because I always thought you were always.
Jarrod is. But I live like two different personas. So there's the persona that people know about this, which is like my friends and stuff like that. But at work, no one knows anything about this. Like they don't even know I'm a gamer or anything like that. Like they have no clue.
Wow,
they have
really?
no idea.
Yeah. You don't talk.
No, I don't talk about like my personal life like at all. Okay, so here's the deal, guys. Okay, I'm gonna try and explain this as directly as I can. Tim, you don't have to give me the answer like right this second, okay? Like I don't expect you to like just, I know what to do. But I am legitimately asking for help, okay? Everybody, I'm asking for help. So, Dragon Quest X Online in the US, Tim, you could download it right now, play it, have fun. Okay? There's no VPN check, there's no nothing, like location check or anything like that. There's only 2 countries in the world where that is actually accurate. The United States and Japan.
And China. And Japan.
And it was China that unlocked it for you. Because they made a version of Dragon Quest X for China, and for whatever reason, someone must have screwed up the codes that were given. Like for the location codes, because the United States was unlocked. The lock was unlocked for the US. There is no chance they would ever have done that on purpose. Ever. So I don't, not American. So I'm in the States. I'm in the States. I'm in Canada. So that means that the country lock is still in effect here. So I'm not joking, guys. Over a decade ago, I picked this up. Little show and tell for you. Okay. I picked this up. Can you see
The
it? Can you
Wii
see it?
version. Wow, yeah.
Okay.
Does that still work?
No.
I
No,
was
it
gonna
was
say.
pulled. It was pulled offline. That's a good question, Cran. You're listening to this. Is the Wii U version still up? I don't think so either. I think they pulled that
No,
one too.
probably not.
But anywho, whatever. So I picked that up. I picked up a Japanese Wii. I did the whole thing, man. I still have it, like my Dragon Quest X Wii and all this sort of stuff. And I could not, for the life of me, figure out how to get a VPN on the Wii. Okay? So, I will tell you what happened. Time progressed, came out on the Wii U. I bought a Wii U version. I'm nuts, guys. And that too, like I could never find how to do it. And then hallelujah, they announced the PC version. And when they announced the PC version,
Your
2 seconds,
dreams.
right?
Yeah, it's
Download
easy.
a VPN, switch your location to, at the time was Japan, suffer through unbelievable lag, but you know what? I got to play the game. And I played the game for years with Cranberry. We've had tons of adventures together. It's been an absolute blast. And then the China version came out. And the Dragon Quest X community went ballistic, because in a good way, because all of a sudden there was no more lag, right? Because the VPN requirement was gone. Hallelujah! And this son of a bee, who's probably one of the only Canadians actually playing the game, was crying in the corner because the VPN requirement was still there. The good news, though, I no longer had to go to a Japanese server. I could just go down to Boston or New York, which is like a hop, skip, and a jump. So all of a sudden, the
Your lag.
lag like vanished, you know? So here's the challenge, guys. I still do the recordings through the PC. That's not going to change, okay? Like I'm doing that. But I really want to play the game on my Switch 2, on my damn sofa when I'm not recording. When I just want to grind out like the levels and stuff. I still have a couple of classes that I haven't been able to grind out because I have to come boot up the PC. I've got a dual monitor setup, one's for my Mac, one's like it's not easy to do. I don't mind doing it when I'm recording, but if you just want to chill and play like the game, I can't do that. So, I have checked online and every solution doesn't work. AI is useless because it keeps scrubbing the same solutions over and over and over again, and they do not work. Now, I have what I like to jokingly call an Apple house. Okay? So I've got MacBooks, I've got iMacs, I've got, everything in the world. I have been sharing Wi Fi, creating my own hotspots for decades here. It is so easy to do on a Mac, it's unbelievable. Okay? You literally go into internet sharing, click it, set your what do you want your network to be called? What do you want the your password? And voila, you're done. But the problem is that the signal that is being sent is your raw signal. What I'm trying to do is get the VPN to basically broadcast that protected.
Oh, I was gonna say you should be able to put a VPN app on your phone, right? But it's not working for you.
There's no way I can do a broadcast of anything. I've tried everything, man. Everything. Like I've wired in, okay, like the Ethernet. So I put like for internet sharing, I'm basically like take this signal that's coming from the wall, and broadcast that through Wi-Fi. The Switch 2 sees it right away. Jarrod's MacBook connects. We're good to go in Canada. It won't broadcast the VPN.
That's tough, man.
And I've tried everything. So I'm asking Tim, ask your friends, ask your whoever.
Yeah, I'll ask some of our networking. As a matter of fact, we're gonna have to go in the office a little bit with the networking people. But yeah,
so here's the specific request. The specific request is I need. It doesn't matter what console. I need a console to be able to basically get a source of internet that is on a VPN. And I cannot for the life of me. I have done everything. I've watched so many videos over the last like 48 hours trying to figure this out. I've got a PC tower and everything else is Mac, but I can buy a PC like laptop, some piece of junk laptop if it's required for like $50. So I really don't care because all I'm doing is putting a VPN on. I'm never ever using this thing. But guys, if you have any solutions, I am totally open to this. I even tried to use the wired connection and use the wire connection into the Switch. So like a LAN, I created my own LAN, but even that, the Switch is like, nope. So I am totally lost. So there you go. That's my request for all of you. If anyone can point me in the right direction, but what I'm begging you is, guys, do not Google this. If you Google this, you are going to give me the exact same things that don't work. I need someone who's actually done this. And it can be for like a PlayStation or an Xbox. It won't matter. It's all the same crap. Like if you wanted to watch like Japanese Netflix because they offer way more, options than in the US, for example, or Australian or whatever, you would need to do something like this. So that was my challenge for today. I expect an answer in the next 10 minutes.
Yeah, good luck with that, man. I don't know. That's why you just keep playing on PC. You don't have to worry about it now. But yeah, consoles are kind of tricky. But it's weird though, because you think if you set up your phone with a VPN app, it should broadcast, go through there. But I think it's just because the apps on the phone that you can trick. But
yeah, that's the thing. Like locally, you can trick it. You can trick it locally.
That's how VPNs work. So, but the broadcasting still always going to be like network. The only other thing you could do, maybe some shit. Nah, you can't really do that.
Well, there are ways. Like I did see certain ways, but I'm trying to. Like, I don't want to go out and buy a whole bunch of crap. If someone's oh, dude, it's so easy. Just do this, that, and the other thing, and away you go. Because you could get a router. You could get. Yeah, I was gonna say you could get an unlocked.
Go that route, but don't have to buy.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, I'm not gonna buy. What's that?
If that's important, you can do that. But
no, but I just look. If someone can explain like, oh, buy this model and this works and blah 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 blah, then sure. But like, it's again like, it's for one game that I'm only gonna play like in my spare time type thing. But it would be great if I could get a Wi-Fi signal, man. That'd be so awesome because then I could just literally use the like I would anything else. But anyway, anyone out there who can help, I put it on Reddit. I put it on Discord. Like there's a Dragon Quest Discord. I put it on there, but I'm not expecting much, which is very sad. So now you have to talk. I've been talking too much.
It's been a slow week.
Yeah.
But there's still some shenanigans you guys have to talk about in some summer sales for Steam. Make sure you guys don't miss that. Plus the free games we recommended there. Definitely don't miss that. And we'll definitely make a list for next week if there's any more. But yeah, it's just other than updates. I'm really looking forward to the Rivals Season 3. They have Jean Grey and the Phoenix Force in it now. Some cool outfits, Venomized outfits for like Squirrel Girl, Racket Raccoon. And yeah, so they do a really good job of their part of the season pass. So I don't have to buy it separate. But I was going to say they do a really good job of their cosmetics, which is, people love skins, man.
They do.
Yep, yep, they love their skins. So you don't really buy too much DLC, I don't think, right?
It depends on what. Like 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 for Fallout, I've got my atoms, so like I'll buy more, not so much skins. I typically buy more resource stuff. Well, you saw, like when you come to my camp, I'm the type of guy, like, I don't want to have to go out and like farm all these stupid damn, like different resources. So like some of those I'll buy. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like I've bought like different generators and stuff like that were like $5 and stuff. But I'm not a huge skin sort of fan, like unless it's like really impressive. But yeah.
Oh, and other news I'm looking here, which is a blast for the blast. You probably remember this. Mega Man 2 for the NES was released this day in North America 36 years ago. Jesus.
Really?
Yeah, it was.
Wow.
36 years ago. That's that was a great game. Remember back in the day?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, they've re-released. You guys can get it down, but it's different from playing it when it was a day one as opposed to
Seriously.
re-release. Because so yeah. Other than that, that's pretty much it. I'm looking forward to giving you my impressions next week of Superman. I'm going to see it later tonight, so hopefully it'll be. I'm pretty sure I'll enjoy it.
Oh,
And,
I'm
the
pretty sure
reviews
you
have been-
will. Honestly, don't go by review. I'm telling you, man. Like, don't go by reviews. Don't go by any of that. Just if you like Superman cartoons, you will enjoy this. Like, I guarantee you will enjoy this. That's it. Are you getting Donkey Kong or no?
Oh yeah, I'll get it. Have you pre-ordered? You can pre-order it now.
Oh, damn right I did. I did, because the servers are going to be slammed when it comes out on Thursday. So I pre-installed it. I'm just waiting.
Oh, okay. I guess I could pre-install it.
But don't forget though, Nintendo is also a little weird with their file sizes. I don't understand how Donkey Kong is such a small game. Like, I don't.
How many gigs?
I think it was 16. I want to say. Hold on, Donkey Kong Bonanza file size. Oh, dude, are you ready? 8.5. I don't get it. Like 4K assets and everything at 8.5. I don't understand.
Yeah,
man.
maybe it's just not all of it. Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know.
But we'll see. We'll see. I can't wait for us to discuss it next week, guys. And everyone else in the comments. Everyone's saying it's Game of the Year caliber. I don't know about that. I think Expedition 33 will probably get Game of the Year, but we'll see. I'm not going to discount Donkey Kong, but I mean, do those type of games even get Game of the Year? I don't know. Do they? I guess it could. Because to me, action games are just like, action movies. It's like they're great entertainment, great fun. You'll love them, but they're never your dramas, your serious kind of movies. But then I guess Game of the Year.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think it definitely looks like this has the caliber to be like, definitely in that contender thing. Expedition 33 for sure. Like, I have no doubt. Really, like, once Donkey Kong hits on Thursday, I am very much looking forward to the next Direct. Like, very much looking forward to that, because I want to see, like, what is coming. Like, I'm just super, super, super curious. And man, you got to keep your eye on some of those memory cards there, man. Like, I was looking online. Like, it sucks that in Canada we're stuck with 256. I hate that. I wanted to buy like a terabyte, and then at least I wouldn't have to worry about it for a while. I archive most of the games, but every once in a while I'll get in the mood, like I just did yesterday, right? So Dragon Quest X online and offline, plus Dragon Quest 3. That's a lot of gigs, man. Like, that's especially Dragon Quest X. Like, it's got 7 expansions for Pete's sake. Like, it's not a small game.
No, it's not.
But yeah, so that's it. We don't have to extend this. Like, it's all good, guys. Like, we can check in next week, and that's it.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll have some more news and stuff like that. I think.
Dude, we're gonna have enough with Donkey Kong and Superman alone. Like, that'll be.
Oh,
even if
yeah,
there's
yeah,
no
yeah.
news, like, we'll be good.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, guys. See
Take
you
care.
next week.
Ciao.